Who should pay on the first date, men or women?
The men.
The men.
Men.
You're asking me out on a date, you're going to pay.
Offering to pay, like, leave that to the man.
Who should pay on the first date?
She doesn't let me hit on the first date. She doesn't love me. That's it.
Kind of seems like she's trying to get a free meal.
This video has taken me a year to make, and I've gathered multiple opinions from people all over the world in New York City. The topic of today is, who should pay on the first date, men or women? It's crazy to think that this super simple question could literally change the course of your life, because depending on your answer, it could lead to you having a girlfriend, the potential for marriage, or even a one-night stand. But stick with me to the end of the video, because we actually found some people that gave us some really good advice and solutions to this situation, in case you're ever stuck wondering if you should pay the bill on the first date. Anyways, let's get into it. Let's check out what they gotta say. Who should pay on the first date, men or women?
Definitely the guy.
I think it depends. Definitely, at the very least, go Dutch. I don't always love the guy paying because sometimes they like expect something with that.
A few moments later.
If I pay for the dinner, I'm clapping the first knife. What are you talking about, bro?
Men should always pay, but I think we should be 50-50.
I know a lot of girls that they would want to get a free meal and then dip.
What are some red flags on the first date?
Not paying for the check. I don't really think that's a red flag, to be honest. I mean, because like we'll have like different situations, so you know you have to be understanding about that.
Not paying on the first date is a red flag. What do you guys think about that?
Nah, they just broke.
I feel like a lot of guys have started dating, they just expect you to split the bill. That's a red flag for me.
What is a red flag on the first date?
When he asks you to split the bill, I'm sorry. That's a red flag. Goodbye.
I'm with her on that.
Wait, so you are the gold digger?
Gold digger.
No, I think the guy has to
You're asking me out on a date, you're going to
The
pay.
guy should pay.
Yeah. That's a red flag. If he's already asking me like all that stuff, yeah.
Not paying on the first date, is that a red flag? Yeah?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Who should pay on the first date?
It's just whoever wants to, but I feel like whoever has the big girl boy job, you know.
What are some red flags when it comes to dating?
He doesn't pay for the first date.
The guy should pay first on the date.
Yes, but you should definitely offer to pay.
Whoever asks first, they have to pay. I guess it's whoever's asking the person out.
So, are these women crazy for wanting men to pay on the first date and thinking that this is a red flag if they don't? Or could it be something much deeper happening behind the scenes when it comes to this traditional gesture? So I did what I do best. I asked out 100 women on 100 dates for 1 year, Mr. Beast style. Nah, I'm just kidding. I just asked them why. Why is it important? Let's find out. Why is that so important?
I think it depends on what you want. I'm looking for somebody that can provide, and that's not for everybody. I know a lot of my friends are the type that say 50-50, and I'm okay with that. I think it's what your preference is, and for me, my preference is I want a provider, and that's what I want. If somebody's already on the first date asking me to split the bill,
You want a provider.
I'm good.
I would want him to pay, because I think for me it's a sign that he's being serious.
Why is that important to you?
If they see that the date went well, it's good for them to like offer to pay. Not because of like the gender thing, more just because out of like respect for you and like wanting to see you again.
For me, it's just like, will you be able to provide for me if like I do see us being together in the future, kind of in a way?
I feel like as much as queens need love, kings need love too.
If you are like asking me out on a date, then and you're making the plans, then you should probably pay. But I'm gonna offer, but you probably should.
I mean, I'm a girl who I don't really like my partner to pay fully, so I'll go half. But if you're not insinuating the payment first, yeah, that's a red flag for me.
I would appreciate you paying, but I would never be upset if someone didn't pay for me.
If they're kind of feeling forced or if they don't want to, but it seems like they're just doing it because that's what's expected.
Yeah.
I don't want that, you know?
It's actually hard for me to let anybody, not just guys, like treat me. I don't know
Right.
why. I like treating others, but I've never really let people treat me.
Yeah, I appreciate it when they do. It's thoughtful and I guess in a way communicates their interest and their enjoyment of the day. But yeah, I'm not gonna see this person again if he doesn't pay.
Alright, so after hearing all these answers, I got the impression that women look at men who pay on the first date as a provider, and they like that kind of stuff. Or they just take it as a gesture that you really like them enough to pay for a meal and their time. But then that made me wonder, would these same women be okay with splitting the bill eventually, or just maybe even on the first date? This is what they had to say. Where are you from?
I'm from Germany.
And you don't believe in going like half-half?
I think like late in the relationship that's important, like half-half, like I don't want my boy to pay everything, but just at the first date it's just a sign, you know, what he gives me. Yeah.
I'm a very 50-50 person, like even on the first date, like 50-50, like
You don't mind?
I think that shit's stupid.
What about the second date?
Well, I can pay at the second date.
What about the third date?
We'll do half-half.
Again, okay. So as long as the first date he pays, everything else is okay?
Maybe, yeah. Okay. It sounds harsh now.
Who should pay on the first date?
I don't mind paying for dates at
Yeah,
all.
I would say half and half at first date.
Can I pay for my own date? Hell yeah, I can do that. I'm very independent, but at the same time, it's like if I'm in a relationship, I want somebody that's going to provide for me because I can do it all on my own.
Paying for the first date, is that a red flag?
I really don't mind splitting the bill. I'm a recent grad, so I feel like we're all kind of in a tough spot.
You understand him, it's not that big of a deal. Okay.
Yeah.
Should he provide all the time for you?
No, see, I feel like when it becomes serious and you're married, yes, you can kind of like you can definitely help each other out. But I think if you're trying to courting somebody, I don't think that exists anymore. Like, yeah, we're fighting for equality for women, but at the same time, when it comes to that, I like the traditional stuff.
By the way, guys, if you're enjoying the video, make sure to hit that like button up to show support and write down in the comment section below, who do you think should pay on the first date, men or women?
If it's just like, do you mind going half? Sure, why not? Like, it's not like, I don't feel like that's going to determine the type of person that he is.
Why do you think it's a red flag?
I don't mind paying the bill, either or whoever pays the bill, it doesn't really matter, but it's just a thought, just to be thoughtful. Yeah. It's all traditional. I like to be traditional sometimes.
Gotcha.
As a career woman, I like offering to pay, and I usually do pay my half, and I think that's nice. So no, I don't see it as a red flag.
Nothing wrong with that? Okay.
No. I mean, like, splitting it is cool, but if you don't pay for it and you're like, no, you got it, I'm like, that's,
no?
Yeah.
Would you give the guy a second chance, like a second date?
If he was a good guy, yeah.
Why do you feel you should pay like for other people, or like you should do half and half?
I think it just comes from independence. I am more of a giver, so like I love gift giving, but never receiving gifts, which is weird. I need to get comfortable with that, I think.
See, I also have to normalize letting people treat me, because, you know, sometimes it makes a guy feel nice, like that he paid for the dinner, but if you pay, like, he goes about his night thinking, oh, it wasn't supposed to go this way. I do that often, I mess it up, but yeah.
Do you believe in splitting the bill on the first date?
Yeah, I'll offer.
After doing interview after interview after interview for about a year now, I kind of got the impression that women actually use this simple question kind of like a test to see if you're the right person for them, if you're traditional or not, if you really like them. That's kind of why this question is so important to a lot of women. But I wanted to go even deeper into it, and I got some interesting theories. Check this out.
Okay, so like my theory is that if I like that person, I let the person pay.
Okay.
Because that would be a good excuse for me to like ask again, like, oh, I'll get the next one, or like next time I'll invite you. If I don't like the person, I insist on going half and half. I don't owe you anything.
We've been hearing a little bit more about that lately. Like, women feel that if they pay on the first date, they go half and half. They don't owe the man something.
Yeah. So
right.
I feel good about it.
Most definitely do it in those situations. I'm like, I don't want to give them the wrong idea at all. If I know I'm not interested, I will like want to split.
Sometimes I'll just like want to go Dutch off the bat so they don't like think that there's anything tied with it necessarily.
Okay.
A major part is like just trying to avoid any feeling like I owe them something.
I feel good about it.
You feel good about it. Okay, so guys, if you see that, it went bad, basically. It went bad.
They don't want to talk to you anymore.
Now, can you avoid paying on the first date? Yeah, of course you can. Guys, all you gotta do is say no. I don't want to pay the damn date. And you probably will get away with it. But here's what's gonna happen. Immediately, in the eyes of women, you're gonna be looked as a cheapskate. And it's a complete turn off to a lot of women. But if you want to maintain that masculine energy that a lot of women love to see when you take control of things, when you take control of the entire date by paying on the first date, here are some solutions so you don't actually end up paying a lot of money on the first date when you're just getting to know somebody. Or just avoid having dinner as a first date. In general, it's not a good move. Instead, do this.
First dates, sometimes like getting dinner is just not the play. Like do something more casual so that's not even an element of it.
Gotcha.
Because dinner feels like a lot to me. Like maybe lunch, but like dinner feels like intense.
Who should pay on the first date?
I feel like that's the discussion you should have before the date.
How do you even bring it up before the date?
You know what's crazy? I literally did this today, where I was like, should I bring my wallet? That's what I said.
Ooh, I like that. Yeah. That's really nice.
Yeah, because it's not like, hey, are you gonna pay?
And what did the guy say?
He said, you live in New York City, you should bring your wallet everywhere. That's why New York City niggas, I just cannot. Like, I do not fuck with them.
Maybe should I bring money?
Yeah, should I bring money? Just communication.
I've been learning about this, and they're calling it pre-dates. Are pre-dates something that should be like more like the norm?
Yeah, I think 100%. The less pressure you put on the first date, the better. Because like the less like pressure and expectations, then you're not like so anxious and worried. And then
Can you give us some good ideas for pre-dates?
I love walking around the park, especially the weather's been super nice. I love a good museum date. Those are my favorite kinds of dates. Those two are honestly like perfect. Or like getting a coffee and like walking around or something.
Now, what I learned from this social experiment is really that it comes down to preference. Everyone is different. Some women really care that you pay on the first date. Some really don't care at all. But even then, they still will notice that you paid for them, and they will really appreciate you more if you do it. I mean, who wouldn't like you if you gave them a free meal, right? Now, to the ladies watching this video, here's some advice. If someone asks you out on a date, immediately try to communicate and ask, should you bring any money for this date? If you don't like the answer that the guy gives you back, boom, there you go. You already know this is not the guy for you. And even if the guy offers to pay on the date and you really don't like the guy, you don't find him attractive, please, for the love of God, do not go out on a date just to get a free meal. Just how women don't like to be used just for sex, guys don't like to be used just for our money. It's a huge turnoff. Now, if you want to check out more content about relationships and dating, go check out my latest video right there. Hope you enjoy it. Peace out.